everybody, this is Anna, also known as Anna Nita on Ravelry, Annalena Nita on Instagram, and Anna Netta Yarns on Etsy. I'm coming to you from Lower Austria, near to Vienna. And I have a dog on my lap who's wanting to attend this show. I think we should let him. Okay, this is Benny, my West Highland White Terrier. And he's regretting to ask for it at the moment, I think. Look at him, he is so cute. My tiny friend. Yeah, I am here with him in isolation. I'm a primary school teacher for Roman Catholic religion, and our school is closed due to COVID-19 coronavirus situation. Say that 3 times fast. Coronavirus situation. Not that easy. Well, at least for me as a German. Yeah, I'm originally coming from northern Germany, but I'm living in Lower Austria since 10 years. Besides 1 year that I lived in Vienna and regretted it because I'm not a city girl. I'm coming from a city originally, but not a huge city with 2 million inhabitants. That was too much for me. Yesterday we had, in the Roman Catholic Church, we have 2 Sundays in the year which are very special. It's the Gaudete in Advent and Laetare in the Lent. So it's the fourth Sunday of Lent, which is called Laetare, which is Latin for happiness, or it's being happy. It means being happy because we have half of the Lent behind us, and that is the reason why we celebrate a little bit. And these 2 Sundays in the year, the priest is wearing a rose vestment. That is a thing I would love to see in person, live in the church, but I can't. But there are many live streams, so I can attend liturgy at least via live stream. So the 3rd Sunday of Advent and the 4th Sunday of Lent is called Happy Sunday, so to say. So the 4th Sunday of Lent is Laetare, the 3rd Sunday of Advent is Gaudete, which means the same. And it's simply the first word of the Introitus, a hymn which was sung in the old liturgy before Vatican Council II. Okay, there was my Catholic word of the day, so to say. I'm sorry. Earthquake, always created by Mr. Benny. Oh, he sneezed. Oh, by the way, sneezing. If you need something to love, really to love, and to distract yourself from the news and so on, please look for the sneezing panda on YouTube. I didn't know that this was a thing which went viral, and everybody is knowing that besides me, and my boyfriend showed me this video and I had to watch it over and over again. I was laughing so hardly. No, not hardly. I was laughing so hard, and it was so funny. The sneezing panda. Please watch it. I will link it also down below in the description field because you have to watch it. It is just too cute, too funny. It's a video which takes 30 seconds and it is perfect. Every second of this video is perfect. Okay. What was I doing yesterday? When I wasn't vlogging, I was knitting, eating, reading and sleeping. That's it. Okay, wait, I have to show you something. Möchtest du irgendwas sagen, Benny? Willst du den Leuten irgendwas sagen oder warum stehst du hier oben? Machst du das gerne mit dem Kopf hin und her, wenn ich dir Fragen stelle? Benny, guck mal. Oh. There's a dog outside barking. Oh. Clearly Benny has to answer because he's important. He's my bodyguard. Okay. let's savor or savor. I always forget to pronounce this verb, this moment a little bit. Benny, kann das sein, dass du nicht weißt, was du machen sollst? Benny, kennst du dich nicht aus? Fragst du dich jetzt, ob du angreifen musst? Benny, sind wir in Gefahr? There was my phone, if you heard that. Du bist so süß. Okay, I was reading. That means I have achieved whatever progress on my book, which is called Sonia, and the subtitle you will read on the screen. It takes place 20 years after the trilogy of Sonia, so the Black Magician's trilogy has ended. And in the beginning I was like, ugh, love stories and boring stuff. Only the first 3 chapters or so, but now it's so exciting, and I think it's because I have the time now to really fall deeply into this book that I enjoy it so much. And immediately after I awoke this morning at 4:45 again, but that is okay. That is nearly the time I would awake during week when I was working, if I was working. So I immediately grabbed it and read on with sleepy eyes, but it was, yeah. And I haven't read this way. I wasn't sucked in to a book this way since I think the last time I was still studying. I mean, my first studies, theology. So the world is different as an adult, and you have a responsibility for stuff, and you have to work, and you have to earn money, and you have to worry about so many things. And during the holidays, I typically read more, and now it's kind of holidays. You're not allowed to do anything else than being inside. And that is very good for my reading pleasure. If you are wondering, I don't know how it is in the US, but here in Germany, oh God, the German word of the day, Buchpreisbindung. The German word Buchpreisbindung is a very typical German thing, in my opinion, and I think it's good because the author needs to earn money. But you are not allowed to, as a bookseller, you are not allowed to choose the price of the book like as you want to. You have at least ask for a certain. The books everywhere do cost the same. It's difficult to explain that in English for me as a German. You can't say, oh, it's a new book, but in my store you get it for €5 and everywhere else they sell it for €20, for example. You are not allowed to do that because of Buchpreisbindung. I will look up the word in English. It's a law. You are not allowed to do that. But if you have like second quality books, for example, the cover is dirty and you can't clean it, or you have like another German word is Eselsohren, a donkey has ears, and if you fold the pages like this, some people do that instead of using a bookmark. I hate that. They fold it around and then they know where they stopped. And these, if you do this, we call this donkey ears, Eselsohren. So for example, a book has many of these, or for whatever reason, you have this with a felt pen. This is definitely not, this wasn't an accident. But if you do this, or you stamp on this book, for example, second quality, you can sell it cheaper. And as I know, some bookstores do that with older books to be able to sell them cheaper. So they stamp on this book, or they do like a line with a felt pen and so on, and so it's second quality and you can sell it cheaper. Whew, that wasn't easy to explain. I hope that made sense to you. So I normally buy my books used. So most of my books are used. Second hand. Oh, that is the word. I mostly buy my books second hand. Okay, my book. Now we come to knitting. I felt inspired to knit on my Icy Spring pullover again because my calculations were wrong, my blanket calculations, and it will take much longer than I thought. And so I said to myself, okay, then you can also work on another project besides this blanket. And I like to wear my hand knits so much. I feel so good wearing a self-made pullover, so I decided to work on this again. And the only reason why I put the Icy Spring away was I had a gauge problem. After I finished the Hume, I immediately started the Icy Spring. And okay, I would try to explain what problems I had. No problems with the pattern. It's very well written. It is a very easy pattern. It is an interesting construction. I have never knit before, but it's interesting and easy. Okay. I knit a swatch and treated the swatch as the tag suggested, as I always do, because I don't mind knitting swatches. I really don't mind. It's like pleasant anticipation. I found out that my gauge was off, but I liked the fabric it creates. So I calculated and I chose, considering my gauge was off in total 10 centimeters in the garment, I picked out the size minus the 10 centimeters I was missing, and so it was fitting me. Oh, that is so difficult to explain in English. Okay, but the problem was that I did everything as in the pattern, and then I needed to close. So you are knitting this flat at the beginning, and then I needed to close the pullover, and so you create this hole for the sleeves. And I was supposed to knit a certain amount of centimeters and close it, and I realized, okay, that is too small. I don't want to have it fitted, and even that I wouldn't have been able to close this and fit my arm into that. And the second thing, this ridge, this isn't supposed to be like here, but to go like until here. And I don't know if blocking will do the rest. I mean, it is very stretchy, as you see, but I don't know how blocking will work. So at the moment it would sit like this, and I hope that is enough. Okay, and so I had to figure out how many centimeters I have to knit flat until I can close for the sleeves and the body, and I wasn't feeling it back then. I just wanted to knit plain stockinette without thinking, so I decided to put it away and wait for the time I can wrap my brain around it. It wasn't difficult at all. I just needed to knit a few more centimeters flat, and then I closed the round yesterday during watching Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And now I think it's okay. I'm still a little bit in fear that it won't have the fit I'm going for, but it will fit. But I don't know which fit I will achieve at the end, to be honest. I am using Malabrigo Arroyo Choco. This is, many people used, or several people used this yarn for the Icy Spring, so I know it can work. And it is a very oversized pullover, and I didn't want that much positive ease, so I knew it should work with my 10 centimeters less because of being off gauge. Okay, I closed for knitting in the round, as I told you, and I really wanna I have it on very small circumference needles, so it's scrunched up a little bit, it's a little darker. The sun is blowing it out, as you see in my face. Wait. That is the real color. And you only have this little bit of lace. I don't know where you can see this. And otherwise it's pretty much some short rows, and otherwise it's only knitting plain stockinette. And from now on I will have plain stockinette until the hem. Then there will be some short rows, and I don't know, I think a garter hem and the sleeves. And I should have enough yarn, because I have in total 5 skeins of Malabrigo Arroyo. This is the one I'm knitting from, and this is already caked up. So I should be fine with the yarn. It is very pretty. I don't know why it is called Icy Spring, because spring normally is warm where I live. Today it's cold. We have -3 degrees Celsius. But yeah, okay. It's not a spring color. And I will be wearing it when it's cold, and I will do long sleeve and so on. So it will be a normal pullover I'm wearing during autumn and winter. And I like brown. I'm wearing brown and blue very often. And I can't wait to be honest, to cast on my next sweater, because I realized that I really enjoy knitting sweaters. In the beginning of garment knitting, I thought I prefer cardigans, but now I found out it's so much more comfy to put a pullover on without buttoning, and it's warm and it's slouchy, and I really prefer slouchy things now. I don't know why. I was prefer hey. Benny, high five. Gib mal high five. I was preferring fitted garments, but for me, I found out that I think that knitting and fitted or tailored garments isn't my style. So I'm really looking forward to finish it, although it's a long way, and to start the next one. And I do enjoy plain stockinette for a long time. As you know, I like to make blankets, and making blankets means you do this one stitch over and over and over and over again for long rows and a long time, and I don't mind this. I really enjoy the process. I think I'm a process knitter, although I really want to have the product, otherwise I wouldn't knit, right? Benny, sitz. Ist gut, ist gut. Alles ist gut. Okay, ich komme schon, Benny. Ich komme schon. I don't know, he feels alone, I think. Oh, mein kleiner Benny. Okay, that is my Icy Spring. And I have worked on my blanket. Now you want to go down again. It's the Bits and Bobs blanket, and it's so funny. And I really like that many people have started one now too, because you felt inspired. And oh, I'm not mid-row, great. Since last time showing, that is the blanket, and since last time showing, I knit this. So I have used all my colors already one time, and now I do the same colors in a different order to give it a more scrappy look. Yeah, it's so fun, it is pretty, it is very woolly, sheepy, warm. I like it very much, but there isn't much to talk about. I have created a Ravelry page for that. I have cast on, I think, 180 stitches, maybe 184 if I counted wrong, but I think 180 stitches. It's less than the pattern I think called for, I don't know. Or it's less than I would have cast on with fingering weight yarn held double. But one is 6 ply, one is 4 ply, so it's a little thicker and quicker going. It is so soft. It is very squishy. Yeah, so fun. I'm knitting on this blanket, for example, during having phone calls or during watching TV, but my pullover also is a very TV-able or audiobook-able knit, so it's plain stockinette. This stitch on the blanket feels like stockinette. It's just fisherman's rib. It's very, very easy. It's very easy. If you buy the pattern, you also get a video tutorial, so you are able to read your knitting, because in the beginning it's a little bit confusing because the right side isn't the wrong side, and no, the right side is the wrong side, and I don't know, and you can't see the stitch definition in the first 3 or 4 rows, so it's very helpful to watch her tutorial you get in when you buy the pattern. Yeah. Okay. If you're interested in my future knitting projects or what I'm dreaming about, stay here with me and I will show you some yarns I want to make garments out of. The first yarn I want to show you is a homespun house digital bath. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I have digital bath in my shawl, the white out. Is it called white? No, washed out. The washed out shawl. I will show you. So this is my washed out. I have showed you last time in the summer. I think it could be reblocked. And this part here, this lace part, is Digital Bath by Molly from a Homespun House. And I really love this color. It has everything I love. And when I was knitting it, when I started knitting it and saw how this knits up, I immediately stopped back in August and purchased a sweater's quantity of Digital Bath. And it was a custom order. Yeah. Benjukta. It is so pretty. So I think I want to knit the painting you see on the screen now. I think I want to knit this pullover. I definitely want to showcase the yarn, so no patterned pullover here with this yarn. Obviously, as you see here and in all my other knits, I really prefer pure designs without much going on. Not because I think I can't do this, but I prefer a very clean, pure style. And I want to showcase the yarn. I mean, look at this yarn. This is so pretty. You don't need a pattern, to be honest. The next yarn also is from a homespun house because she is one of my favorite dyers and she is coming back to Germany. That means I can order whenever I want. And this is a present I have received from Kathleen. She was asking me in the summer, I think also September, August, not August I think, July or August, what I would like to have, and she gifted me this. It is the Half-Blood Prince, and also with this I want to showcase the yarn. It has everything I like. It's blue, natural, pretty, and I want to make something like, I have 4 skeins. That means I can do a little oversized here and a long pullover. Again, I would prefer Garda or stockinette. If you have suggestions on very pure designs on pullovers, maybe not pieced ones, please. I'm not for seaming cardigans or pullovers, so I prefer reglans or the structure like I do with the Hohi Icy Spring pullover. So I maybe, if I don't feel like knitting today, I will browse Ravelry, just how this one podcaster, I think vicariously knitting, she always says we don't have the time to knit often, but then we knit vicariously by watching podcasts or browsing Ravelry or so. I'm not watching her. I watched, I think, 1 or 2 of her episodes, but I think the idea is right. Yeah, it's so pretty. And there is another combination which look great as a fade. I haven't knit a fade before in a garment. This. I don't know if 3 skeins is enough, but this one is Fresh Cheats by Molly from a Homespun House, which is simply undyed yarn, I think. Then this is Tiny Human Knits, hand-dyed yarns, Caramel Drizzle. And this is Dirty on Purpose. All 3 skeins are presents, by the way, from 2 different people. Or isn't this... That's not really a fade, right? But these colors would be so awesome together. No, it's not a fade, but 3 colored striped pullover, for example. I don't know. Just a few ideas. But first of all, I want to knit on my Icy Spring and finish it. And after finishing, I will cast on another pullover, but that will take some time. So that was everything I wanted to show you today. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside at home, and don't worry because you are not alone. Bye bye.